It'll just have Rick Brickham in there. They'll miss it, actually. No, it didn't miss it. Well, hello.
Damn handicap. Man, that gets me every time.
Dumb handicap's gonna get you everywhere we go.
It's
I love
beautiful.
I love the part where it has the handicap there, and then I wrote, you see easy in the background?
Yeah.
And I wrote easy, and I put an arrow to him because he's like, he goes, no, don't. He's like, don't. He goes, I don't want to know about this. I don't want him to know that I know about this thing.
What's great is it's a cab made by a Dutchman, and he put Dutch doors on it.
I aim to please.
He did.
Hey, guys. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hey, everybody. Happy Friday.
Hello.
Happy Friday, and we're here. Rick Brickham will not be here. I got kind of tied up. It was a busy week here, and I didn't get a chance to make a different intro, so we recycled, and Rick Brickham won't be here tonight. Unless he messages me and wants to be on, then I can put him on.
He'll be here in spirit.
Yeah, in spirit for sure. Hope everybody had a great week. Finally got some nice weather around here. It was nice today, and
It's beautiful here today.
I will be hopping on my motorbike and going for a ride tomorrow. So
excellent.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So what do we got? We got PB and J.
Delicious as always.
As always. Todd. Yeah, Todd. I'm feeling way better. I'm actually back to the gym, and I'm actually feeling really good. So.
And looking good too.
Yeah, 2 minutes for looking so
good. Big slice of sexy right there.
Get a room, you two. Get a room.
We got Brian, there's Todd, there's PVJ, Cam guys in the house. So yeah, our regulars, Parkdale Playboys here, so that's good. Copper's here. So yeah, we're pretty relaxed night tonight. I don't think we're gonna go as long, but yeah, lots to talk about.
Absolutely.
Right.
A couple of our usuals, Jane Doe and Rebecca, are not going to be here tonight. Yep. They are headed to a nice little convention this weekend, so
absolutely.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're going to have a blast there.
But yeah, lots of topics. We had some early Lego finds at Kohl's by myself. We got some new leaks and rumors that came out today. We've got some new release sets. We got Star Wars weekend coming up next weekend. We've got
ugly UCS. We got
the UCS set. We got Moon Knight to talk about. We've got Thor Love and Thunder trailer to talk about.
What about Lego Masters? Are you watching any of that yet?
Lego Masters Australia. I have not started watching that, but that started up again.
Because I dislike somebody on there already.
Oh, all right.
I will talk about it.
Early hate. That's good.
Early hate. She is some kind of arrogant. It is brutal.
Fantastic. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find it. I did. It was the craziest thing. I got a text because we had a data plan on our cell phones, and I got a text that I was like almost near the limit on my data plan today. So I was like, shit, I should go see what it would take to switch to unlimited data. So I go and look, and they're like, "Oh, you'll save $80 a month for unlimited data." I'm like, "Oh, thanks for telling me that." Right? I've been doing this the whole time, so signed up for that. Well, guess what else? Not only will I save $80 a month, but I also get HBO Max free. So
wow.
I might be watching the Batman tonight after the stream.
I watched the Batman already.
Yeah,
I watched it because my buddy put it up on the Plex there for me.
Yeah,
it is long. It's
that's
long.
what he said.
And not hard.
That's also what she said.
It is a long movie. I'm torn.
That's what she said.
Yeah, after the long and stuff. The it's I don't know what my thoughts are on it yet. I wasn't in love with it and I didn't hate it. I'll put it that way.
Well, we'll see. I'll watch it with an open mind.
Yeah.
So we got some stuff to build tonight. Kevin, looks like gear. Show us what you're building.
I'm probably just gonna work on this stuff. Some little stuff, like good speed champs. I think I'm gonna start with the speed champs, and then we have these brick heads that have been kicking around for a long time.
They're
And
nice looking. Yeah. I'm gonna start the old T-Rex breakout tonight. Pick this up on whatever release day it was, the 17th, I think, right?
Yeah.
And Eric's looks like he's gonna make a gumball machine.
Looks like he's eating Skittles.
I am hungry. It's been a long day, and I'm sorting them by color because I like to eat one color at a time.
I
usually you have to eat these red shells off the red ones for them.
What's cool with Skittles is when they actually like you eat the shell off and it's a different color underneath. Have you ever noticed that?
They're all white, right?
Only one?
They're all white.
That's racist.
Yeah.
No. The Skittle.
Skittleless.
So yeah, let's get rocking. We got a few people in chat talking about Star Wars stuff, so maybe that's where we start tonight.
Sure.
Let's talk about that. UCS Landspeeder. Everybody's thoughts. Kevin, I already heard your initial thoughts on it, but you start. What do you think?
Well, so right off the start, I wasn't over the moon about that set. As a UCS set, there's a whole bunch of other stuff I'd rather see before that. They could do some re-releases before they came out with that. And then Tanner, I think, sent it to Eric and I there the other day. And when I saw it, I was like, whew, I don't have to rush out and buy it. It's something else. I don't know. I'm definitely not a fan. Definitely not a fan. I'm probably more interested in the minifigures than I am.
Yep.
Yeah, the minifigures are great. The C-3PO, the exclusive figure that they don't like to put in big expensive sets. That's a great figure, right? It's fully printed, it's arm printed, it's new silver leg, genuine silver leg on the episode 4 C-3PO. So
Yeah,
I agree. I'm excited about that. Look, I don't think it looks bad. I am upset when they put big stickers on curved pieces on UCS sets. I hate that. And that was the first thing I noticed is the big stickers on the curved pieces because they're annoying. I like some of the details in the open exposed engine. That looks good. But I was hoping for more detail on a UCS set. You always are hoping for more detail or greebling, and it just looks like a blown up version of the basic Luke's Landspeeder that we got 2 years ago.
yeah.
Just looks bigger. And so I'll buy it because I am a glutton for punishment, and I like all the UCS sets, but it's not one that I'm over the moon about by any means.
Yeah, Kojak just said, the Landspeeder's a hard pass. He'd rather get the DeLorean than McLaren. I would agree with you. If I was to make a choice between us, 100%.
Yep.
And Eric, what do you think?
I think Tanner and I held up. Oh, wow. Excuse me. Sorry.
You're
Tanner
hard.
at that time of the year. or the month, I mean. But anyway,
Comes once a year.
no, Tanner and I held out high hopes for the Landspeeder. I think we were kind of the small group that were, hoping for something really nice. And like Tanner hit the head with the greebling, we thought there'd be a little bit more detail in there, and it's just some tubes wrapped around, and it just looks lackluster. I think it's a nice option that's cheaper than these $800, $350 UCS sets. But to me, this is not a $200 UCS set. I think this is a good break from those.
Yeah.
But it's disappointing when it comes to a UCS set and the lack of additional detail. I think there probably was some minifig scale Landspeeders that might have been better than this.
Yeah. And that does it release on the 4th?
It does.
Yeah,
and
public access on the 4th, but early access to VIPs on the 1st.
Oh, okay.
And that's also in store, right? VIPs can get it in store on the 1st?
Yeah. We better be able to. The 1st is a Sunday, and I'm going to be able to go that day, but the 4th is a Thursday, so I want. But yeah, usually they are. When they do the VIP early releases, you can go in store and get them.
That's what I thought, but I always get a little nervous.
Yeah, so
my voice was cracking. I'm just that nervous.
Along with that, we got some news of some promo items. We talked about that last week. That my store manager had said we were going to get 3 promos. He's right. He was right on there. That wasn't bad info. A little surprised though. We got some. There were some rumors that we were going to get the Luke polybags.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that anywhere. I still think they're going to give them away because they overproduced them and didn't have as much demand for the game.
Yep.
I just think it's going to be in maybe limited quantities in the stores, so they didn't want to advertise it so that they didn't piss people off. But we're going to get the little ATST polybag with $40 purchases.
That I need to get my hands on because I'm an ATST guy.
I haven't gotten one yet. I mean, it's a little $5 polybag you can buy in any store, but
probably
whatever, take it for free.
Yeah.
And then the keychain is nice. It's a little Beskar keychain. That's $70 purchases. You have to be a VIP to purchase it, but how many people are not VIPs that are going to the Lego store, at least in the community, right?
Yeah.
So that would be an easy one. Hey Andrew, Brick and Brood's here.
Hey, Britsky.
Hey.
And then $160 spend in US anyway is the old Lars Homestead kitchen set with an exclusive Aunt Beru minifigure. I know that's what I thought
that time.
I won't be getting that.
What?
Yeah. It's $220 or $230 here, I think.
Yeah.
That's still a deal.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
It's something. It's a homestead kitchen.
Minifig.
Yeah, Britsky, I'm doing this because they're in Italy here at Ferrari's home race this weekend, so figured I'd do a Ferrari.
You know what's funny is okay, so something interesting about
llamas
this for those of you that didn't build it.
In pajamas.
You know how usually minifigures are built at the very first of the set?
Yeah.
They're not in this set. You build them later.
Oh,
Build them
wow.
at the end. So I saw somebody say it, and it's kind of interesting. They did the Beru or the Lars Homestead kitchen, and they didn't give you both minifigures. They just gave you the lady in the kitchen. That's kind of bad on Lego's part, isn't it? Like,
well, he's obviously out doing something.
Well,
He's at the strip club.
Yeah.
He's at the strip club doing strip club things.
I mean, it's not a bad little display.
No.
I would have preferred they just continued on the little the little vignette line that they've been doing the last 3 years. I would have preferred that, but it's at least somewhere you can put your blue milk Luke figure as well and display him
Yep.
in that little set. So
Little boy blue because he had to.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just not $160 US gift with purchase, right?
Right.
Old Dorf says I'd prefer a skeleton rather than Aunt Beru.
yeah. That's one way to do it too.
And watch, this stupid Aunt Beru minifigure will be worth $300 in 2 years.
It will be.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously there'll be other things. If you don't want the Landspeeder, you can get a couple of the dioramas and get all the gift with purchases if you do that. Now the other big disappointment, huge disappointment is Lego's advertising double points on Star Wars sets
Yeah.
for the weekend, but there's some fine print.
Yeah, there sure is.
There's a lot of fine print.
The fine print says it's only offered on select sets, and there's a list of them on the Lego website. And you go look at that list. No double points on the new UCS set. No double points on the new dioramas. No double points on any of the helmets. No double points on any of the UCS sets.
So anything you want, pretty much.
Half of the stuff on the list is retired already.
Oh my god.
And the other half is stuff that most people bought in late 2020 or early 2021. They're not going to buy it again, or they don't need to. And then they put the Republic fighter tank on there, that new set. So, and the Dark Trooper attack, that's on there. That's maybe the only thing worth buying. If you want to buy a few Dark Trooper battle packs, you'll get double points on those. But it just, I get it. It's brilliant by Lego. They're trying to clear out their 2020 and 2021 Star Wars stock, and they're hoping people will buy that up. But, man.
You know what I always say, though? Only the best will do.
Only the best, yeah.
Good evening, Anthony. How are you tonight?
Well, I think it's justified because they're giving such a phenomenal gift with purchase.
Yeah.
That they can they know they're going to sell.
There
right,
you go.
regardless.
Todd, the gift with purchase, actually all 3 of them start on the 1st, and they go through the 8th or while supplies last. So
which might be a long time.
Yeah, they're going to be available till November.
Yeah.
So yeah, you will be able to, if you buy the speeder on the 1st, you will be able to get all 3 gift with purchases.
All right. So do we set bets tonight? Does any of those gift with purchases outlast the Coliseum gift with purchase?
That they're still giving away?
That's a good question.
We got to set an over-under date, and then we're gonna bet.
And that's a crazy thing too. I know a lot of people that were set to buy Star Destroyers this weekend, that were set to buy a Falcon this weekend when they saw the double points, and now they're not going to.
No.
So the Star Destroyer was off the list?
Yeah, everything UCS off the list.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Literally everything you would want to get.
Yeah. Because they have stock on it too in all the stores.
Right.
Anthony says, deciding I'm getting the Landspeeder, the Ahsoka Brickheads. That one is double points. The Republic tank is double points. And the Hoth and Rebel clone packs, both double points on those. Nothing other than the speeder that isn't double points. Yeah.
Yeah, if you wanted to stock up on your Hoth battle packs and that stuff, then yeah, for sure, get after it, right?
Yep, for sure.
But watch you go in the store, and it's going to be a limit of 2 per person, right?
I would just walk in and walk back out.
Oh, that's another funny thing. So half the sets on the list are retired from 2020 or 2021. Guess what's not on the list? The 501st Battle Pack.
Really?
501st Battle Pack is not double points.
Because it's still a hot seller, I bet.
It's just so dumb.
Jeez.
Anthony, I don't know what to tell you about Blue Milk, Luke. Obviously, there's nothing advertised. I think if you go in a store, there's a good chance. I think they're going to send some to stores. Everything I've heard, and I even talked to my store manager, is that they overproduced and that they're going to send some over to. Sorry, guys.
That's
Got a
okay.
little noise here. Worried I broke something. Yeah, you should. Hopefully you get one.
Do we know how long they're going to run those in the deluxe edition sets?
I don't. I thought it was for pre-orders only, but I don't think it is.
So, no, I think those were coming with the deluxe sets all the time. The pre-order stuff would have been you guys would have got your case.
Yep.
And I should have got my Poe Davern X-Wing, which I didn't get.
Which, by the way, I make a silly video, right, saying that they put a sticker on my case for in-store pickup, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that it's pretty simple to remove, but there are a bunch of nasty people who think I'm just the dumbest person in the world who doesn't know how to remove a sticker.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so, and Ted, I don't know if you've run across it yet or not, but some of the Black Series stuff, same sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Some of these stores, they put their goddamn price tags right on the outside. Like, don't.
GameStop does, and they don't come off easily either.
No,
those don't. Those are.
Got to be careful with them.
Yeah.
So, and that, I mean, because a lot of that, everybody already knows that if you're into the Lego and you're into stuff, you're semi a box collector generally. Not everybody. Like Matthew doesn't keep any of his boxes, but you're kind of a box collector and don't do dumb stuff like that.
Yep. Speaking of, next topic, early sets at Kohl's. I happened to stop at Kohl's after work yesterday and just to look in. Got my hands on all 12 of the Muppets early. So if you're in the U.S. and you want to look for Muppets, some Kohl's are putting them out early.
Andrew's here. I wonder, Andrew, did you check Mastermind, buddy? I wonder.
Yeah,
he would probably get them out east. You know what else we got to talk about? It's pretty important. This hockey situation that's going on right now.
Yes. Well, hold on that. I was getting to a point.
Oh, okay, go.
I went to another Kohl's today, and they had the Death Star Trench Run set, right? One of the new dioramas in the nice 18-plus box. And guess what it had?
Sticker on the outside.
Thumb tabs.
Sons of bitches.
I mean, it's like almost standard on these mid-size sets.
See this beautiful box?
Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Like they just don't want you to save boxes now.
They just don't care.
Yeah. Just silly. Okay. Sorry.
Aren't most sets made and sold in the European market? Haven't most of them been tab boxes for a long time?
Well,
or
so
they change them out?
I
thought I've heard people complain that's, they've been dealing with that for years with a lot of their.
They might be. The Aussies don't have any of them, I think.
Yeah. So when we did I was going to say that when we did the gauntlet.
Yeah.
The Aussie boxes were cut open boxes.
Yep. All of them. Parkdale said, "Can you tell what figures are in the bags?" Yeah. So I think I was trying to rush because I was trying to go get dinner too when I stopped by, and so I was kind of rushing through when I was filling up the poly bags.
I didn't get to enjoy it as much, is what you're saying.
I didn't enjoy it as much. I did.
Wasn't that lady that was the lady's name that he leg swept was polybag?
Yeah. It took me maybe 10 minutes, and I went 12 for 12. Really easy. So I can give you a quick rundown if you're trying to feel up the Muppets polybags on what to feel for. It's fairly easy. Most of them are the accessories, but I'll just run down them. So you got Kermit the Frog. He's got a banjo and a little rainbow shaped tile. Both of those pretty easy to feel for. You got Miss Piggy. She is the only one with a 2x3 flat tile. Feel for the 2x3 flat tile. That's it. You got Janice. She's got a guitar. Guitar is super easy to fill out. Don't even bother with the molded heads because I was second guessing myself when I was trying to do the head. So
because they're all big,
the
right?
accessories. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fozzie Bear, he has a 4-length bar for the microphone stand. Only one that has that. Really easy there. Animal, he's got 2 round tiles, 2x2 round tiles on the drum kit. He was the one I felt right away. Gonzo has the chicken, super easy to feel for.
Kev would feel him right away too.
Yeah. Waldorf has a 2x2 tile with the Z's on it. That one's simple. Statler has a little, like a laptop that's also the book piece, like Vision had in the Marvel CMF series.
Okay.
You confused me now.
Why?
You said Miss Piggy was the only one with a 2x2 tile.
2x3 tile.
Well, 2x3 tile.
Yeah.
Okay, Waldorf
He has a 2x3. Waldorf has a 2x2.
Okay, fair.
Who else? Rolf. Rolf comes with a little statue of Beethoven and or Mozart. Mozart. Is it Beethoven or Mozart? Whichever one. But so there's a minifigure hairpiece in there. You can feel for that one. And then who am I missing? Swedish Chef, my favorite. He has a whisk, and the whisk is like really easy to feel.
And that one you felt for 8 minutes out of the 10.
That was like the second one I found, and I did the voice the whole time. I got parents walking past me in Kohl's just giving me looks. I'm like, herda. Oh,
Well, you got to get into the spirit of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Who am I missing? Beaker. Beaker comes with a radio. He's got a radio piece like the walkie-talkies in gray, actually. I've never seen it in gray. And then Bunsen, his counterpart, has a little Erlenmeyer flask. Which is easy to find. I think that's all of them, right?
What was Animal?
Animal's like 2 round tiles with the drum kit.
Okay, yeah. Dr. Teeth.
Dr. Teeth, yeah.
That's my tattoo on my leg.
I think that's it. I don't think I missed any of them. They were incredibly simple. Like it was the fastest ones I'd gone through, and didn't doubt myself. Got home and was completely all sorry. I think that's it.
That's a good point though, because I looking at them last night was thinking, oh yeah, the headpieces would probably be pretty simple. They're all different, so I probably would get lost in trying to do it that way rather than
because you're
feeling for the accessories.
I think you're trying to visualize what the head looks like and feel that with your fingers, but you know what a round tile feels like, right? You know what a 2x3 tile feels like.
Right.
Yeah, I said it.
Just sitting here good, nothing to see here.
All right, yeah. Go easy to feel them up if that's what you're going to do, or you can do what Brian did. Brian said went from box stock to feeling up bags. Yep. That's what we do.
Well, when you're disappointed with the UCS set, you have to find enjoyment somewhere else.
At least the bags weren't old.
Todd says, so you did it just as bad in the store, talking about my accent. No wonder the parents were pulling their kids away. How dare you, Todd? How dare
you, Todd? I love you.
So I don't know if that's a CMFs that I'm going to collect all of them, but there's probably at least 5 that I'll definitely want to get my hands on.
Those are ones I definitely need. That's my era. That's my.
You got to get the 3, right? So you can set up the Carol the Bells scene, right?
Yeah.
You got to get Beaker, Animal, and the Swedish Chef.
Absolutely.
Well, and then Tanner also put. Was that you or was that Aspen that? No, it was you. No.
It was Aspen, I think, right?
It was Aspen that put up the Muppet.
The display.
Yeah, and it's awesome, and it's not like it's not like it's a ton of difficult parts or anything.
It doesn't look like it,
yeah.
Yeah, somebody did a nice custom display stand for them, where they did like the red curtains from from the Muppet Show, the classic Muppet Show, and then they built little balconies for Waldorf and Statler. Like it looks really nice.
Yeah, it's just like the ends, like after the music's done, where they're all in their little private little boxes there.
Yeah. Now Morris showed me there's a Friends set that's coming out there that leaked today, and it's like that. It's like a classic theater Friends set, which looks like it'd be perfect for displaying the Muppets figures as well. Oldendorf says, suppose the Razor Crest UCS set rumor is happening. What other UCS set would you want outside of Star Wars films? For me, must have the Rebels Ghost. What do you guys think? Kev, we'll start with you. What?
I agree. I agree with yours.
Yeah. Oh, well, that was Oldendorf's.
Oh, that was Oldendorf's? Yeah, no. Yeah, I agree. Sorry, I thought that was yours.
Anthony says he wants a new TIE Bomber UCS or not.
Or actually, yeah. So the TIE or the mine was, and that's what I said earlier was, I would even go back to a older one that's already been built, and it'd be TIE Advanced probably.
Yeah.
Because I think they could do the TIE Advanced just a little bit better than they did it before, and then I don't have to like a guy wouldn't. It's one that I need. It's one that I really want because TIE Fighters and the Walkers are kind of my jam. So I wouldn't have to, because that TIE Advanced is ridiculously expensive now.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
It's just
How about you, Eric?
I want a collection of speeder bikes from the Book of Boba Fett.
Get out of here.
You are such an asshole.
I was like racking my brain. What did I say the last time we talked about this that I know would aggravate them? And it just clicked when I was asked.
Nailed it.
So for me, I think the Ghost would be awesome. But Kev, you're talking about TIE Fighters. I love a TIE Defender if we're talking about outside of the movies. And Eric, I know what a TIE Defender is, but do you want to explain that to everyone?
Yeah, I mean, here on the East Coast, we call them TIE Clips. But I guess it could defend your tie.
That's what I thought he was going to go with. I thought he was literally going to go like, obviously it defends ties. Duh.
So
no, we call them differently here.
So Eric, I don't think you've gotten into, you started Rebels yet, right?
I haven't. No, I haven't picked up where I last left off on Clone Wars either, just because I've started kind of watch The Punisher and with Moon Knight and a bunch of other things that I've been kind of putting in front of it. But I do want to continue that stuff.
So the TIE Defender was from Star Wars Legends. It wasn't canon for a while, but Filoni made it canon just like he made Thrawn canon. Mm-hmm. And in the Rebel storyline, the Defender is like Thrawn's pet project, and it's a TIE. It's got the standard TIE bubble, but then it's got 3 wings that come off of it.
Okay,
it's like a triangle, and it's like they had hyperdrives, they had shields, like very advanced project. And in the Thrawn books, Thrawn was backing his Defender program, and Krennic was backing the Death Star, right? And so both of those guys were like kind of competing to try and get Imperial funding into their pet projects.
It's kind of like Stark Industries
and Hammer. Yeah.
And Hammer.
Exactly.
It's kind of like Tesla and Marconi.
What?
Who's Marconi?
Who's Marconi?
Who's Marconi?
What's his name? For Morse code.
Oh, yeah.
Morse Cody?
Morse.
Mine's wrong?
Dash dot.
Oldendorf says, I find the TIE Crawler very funny. What?
So which one is the ship where it's similar to like a TIE fighter, right? And instead of having the 3 wings like you're talking about, it's more triangles that are shooting straight out off the sides.
So that's from Rogue One. And what was that one called? The TIE... TIE Reaper? I think it's called the TIE Reaper. They showed him in Rogue One.
There'd be enough detail for a UCS set for that?
I don't know.
That's a pretty cool looking ship.
No.
This?
No.
No,
So
I think it's just 2 wings right off the center that
it
kind of
looks
go
like a
off.
solar panel almost. It's just 2 wings flat. It was in Rogue One. They did make a Lego set out of it.
It wasn't this one.
I feel like it's called the TIE Reaper, but I can't. No, not that one.
Not that one either.
Similar though.
Close to that, but yeah, it has. They have one
Yeah,
of those. I
closer
think,
to
don't
that.
They made
So
a Lego.
I know it looks pretty cool. I've seen, some photos of where people have made their own.
Yeah.
Which looks pretty cool, but I don't know if that would be enough parts or worthy of a UCS set. But I mean, if we have a Landspeeder, I guess anything's possible.
Absolutely. TIE Dagger, Anthony says. Okay. TIE Striker, Parkdale Playboy. That's it. It's the TIE Striker.
Striker, yeah. But I thought they came out with a TIE Striker.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Not a UCS one, but
No.
a small one. I'd love the U-Wing. I'd love a UCS U-Wing.
Okay.
From Rogue One. That ship is pretty nice.
Didn't they do that? No, they did the Y-Wing.
They did a regular U-Wing, but they didn't do a UCS one.
Oh, yeah.
Any non-flying crafts that you'd like to see as a UCS set?
Like an Ewok?
An ATTE.
Yeah, ATT. If they brought back a
pretty
turbo
easy.
tank, anything like that. I'd be down with any of the stuff that's really expensive that we'll just never get for the next while.
All right, I can go with that.
I'm trying to think of what else.
I mean, there's some where they've already done multiples on, right? So Y-Wings, X-Wing.
Yep, 2 of each of those.
2 Falcons.
I would love Kylo Ren's TIE Silencer, like the one that he had, not the ship
With the wings that
with
pop
the
up.
wings that fold, not that one, but the one that looks like a TIE Interceptor, but it's sleeker. Brennan's here. Hello, Brennan. No worries.
Hey,
being
Brennan,
late.
how you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Um,
Any so non-hero vessels that you'd want to see, either the Empire or any of those.
Ooh, Empire walkers or anything.
Okay.
Good question. I think. I don't know. Think about that. I mean, obviously, anything TIE related would be good from an Empire perspective, but non-flying vehicles.
Do we want to make
Copper,
any guesses?
Hey to you. Hey, Copper. I see, buddy. You don't have to bug out.
Hey, Copper.
What's that?
Did I miss something? Did I miss a question from you, Copper?
I don't know.
I think so, but
So then, what do we think the next Master Builder one would be, right? So Mos Eisley, where would they go from there?
I would love if they did an indoor one, like another one, not in Ewok Village, but like maybe a Rebel bunker. With that,
I kind of just want a kitchen scene.
Lars.
I was hoping the whole house.
Yeah, the whole moisture farm, eh?
Yeah, and then you just slide the kitchen right in. It's beautiful. They've probably been working on this for 3 years now.
At least 7 years.
Well, I mean, you want to get it perfect.
What am I? I'm missing a piece here. I'm trying to think of what I wish they'd do more stuff from the prequels. The prequels were not good movies, but they weren't. You gain a more appreciation from them after. First of all, they're visually beautiful, but you gain more appreciation for them after you watch the Clone Wars. But like Geonosis for a Master Builder scene would be amazing.
Yeah, see, I have a problem with that one. David Hall made me a problem with that one because his Geonosis scene is ridiculous.
It is.
I love it.
I've never been a big fan of that MBS sets anyway. I've always been kind of hesitant on them. I am missing a piece.
Would you be happy if they did? I don't know if they would do just one, but maybe 2 pod racers as a UCS.
Yeah, well, even just one. There's a guy out there that made a Sebulba's pod racer as a UCS version. It's epic.
That's what Oldendorf just said. UCS pod racer.
Yeah.
Anthony said, "I'd love to have a better Hoth base." Yeah, absolutely. They could definitely revisit the Hoth base. I had gotten that one off Matthew, and
genuinely be missing this piece. Brennan O says, "I'm going to Lego Expo in Milwaukee Sunday. What's the top thing to see?" Go to the PBR brewery. No, I'm kidding. I don't know which. I would just say take a lot of pictures and bring your wallet in case there's some good retired sets there. There usually is.
And I'd hate to critique because I know I say things wrong sometimes, but it's Milwaukee.
Thanks, Alice Cooper.
Thanks, Alice Cooper.
Just want to be helpful. That's all.
You're so far past helpful. It's not even funny.
That's my goal in life, is to be helpful.
I think. Oh, there it is. My goodness, that's tricky.
They're
hiding on me. Anthony says, "Born in the '80s, was prequel hesitant until I watched the Clone Wars." Yeah, I mean, I didn't like the prequels at all. I was also born in the '80s, and until the Clone Wars, you get a better appreciation for just the storyline and the characters, and they are visually stunning, though. You have to admit that.
Yeah.
I did enjoy them, actually. The only thing that kept throwing me off when I was watching was obviously how much Lucas tried to add, because now he had better computers to do some more technology, which kind of threw it for a little bit of a loop. But no, I tended to like them. Oops. So, another topic.
Yep.
BrickLink Designer Program.
Yeah, I was waiting for this one. Speaking of expensive.
Yeah.
So I don't remember. Do you guys remember did they give a date of when they're going to be available for?
They did not.
I didn't think so.
They said to be determined. But they did release pricing, and I think we all kind of suspected that they were going to be priced pretty heavily because they're big sets, but I think I even got some sticker shock with the pricing.
Yep.
And, well, and you know what the thing that got me like this? There was a sticker shock part of it, but the thing that I started looking at, I was like, that bloody construction set.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm going, how is that almost 3,000 pieces or whatever it is? I'm like, there's no bloody way. Like, there's nothing here.
Is there an interior for it? I didn't look through the pictures, but there must be.
It looks like there's an interior for it, and I'm like,
a little bit. Why it's more of like construction tools and stuff, workbenches, that kind of thing.
Because like if you look at the observatory, I can see it. Right, that thing is filled. It's got several pieces, so I could see it being $320 because it's got 3,900 pieces and it's got a completely decked out interior. But yeah, that bigger one doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
And you knew the train station was going to be expensive, right? I think we knew that one was, and that was pushing $400.
$400, right?
So I think round 2 made us aware that they don't care about trying to make these affordable.
Yeah.
It was disappointing. So I don't think it would take a whole lot to try to do a building under construction. I want to get one of those in the city. I kind of shared with you guys a certain minifigure that I want to throw inside that construction building.
Yeah.
Wielding the sledgehammer.
It's mine.
It's fine. Not $320 fine.
Yeah.
PBJ asked, do we know when the round 2 designer sets will ship? Or more importantly, do we know when the round 1 and second wave sets will ship? I think they were estimating between July and August, PBJ, for that round 2 sets. I think they said no later than August was what they were planning.
And you guys are not allowed to build the great fishing boat not on a live stream. It has to be in front of America and the world.
Then you're taking yours apart and you're going to build yours live too.
You guys are allowed to build it wherever and whenever you'd like.
Yep.
That's the thing is, like, I don't even know if I want the bloody set anymore after your glowing response of how well it came out.
It's beautiful in person. I mean, it really is. I just don't touch it.
Yeah.
I just don't touch it.
I'm so surprised that they didn't vet out that issues when they went through that, you know.
Yeah, it makes me wonder how much insight Lego has, right? Because they even put it on the designer to create the instructions for it.
Yeah.
It just makes me wonder if they rushed out the first round of sets because they knew they were already behind, and that one didn't get the kind of quality checks that they intend them to.
I honestly hope that's the case. I really actually do.
Hey, Doug, how you doing? Todd says he saw the rumor of that Lego Atari. I did see that one as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Lego Atari with Pitfall game cartridge and stuff like that. Also saw a rumor of an architecture Pyramid of Giza set.
That'd be nice.
Coming out. And those are the two main big rumors. There's also another big Nintendo direct-to-consumer set that's coming out sometime in the summer. No idea what that is. I've heard some rumors of a Nintendo 64 console. Or I'm sorry, a Super Nintendo console. But I mean, if they're doing an Atari, are they really going to do a Super Nintendo as well? I just don't see it.
Well, I think they saw the value that they got out of the regular Nintendo, so why not give it a shot?
That's true.
I've yet to forgive my mom for selling mine Atari years and years and years ago. So it won't make up for it, but it's a start.
So if she buys it for me, it'll be okay.
I have a way for her to get out of the doghouse.
Oldendorf says, "What's Eric doing? Is he speaking odd thing again?"
Never. That's terrible.
Cool.
I had to film the first part of this video for this the Mosaic reveal. So that's why now I've got to like take all this apart and sort the pieces that I threw.
Yeah.
I couldn't find all my extra studs, so then I had to use these ones. Not cool, man. Unprofessional am I.
Professional as you is.
I think you meant you does.
You does. Cause this is a pretty cool set, actually. It goes together. I didn't really like the box of it, but it's kind of neat. I really enjoy these speed champs. They're cool, like dollar value. How they look like.
I built the first 8 wide the other day. Mike Carswell sent me a Koenigsegg, and I gotta say I really liked it too, despite the 15 stickers on it. This is a sharp looking car, like really sharp looking car, and ever since then, I haven't bought these 8 wides because they don't look good in the city. Yeah. And I didn't want to get into Speed Champions, and I still don't think I will, but I want that Countach, and I have not been able to find it anywhere. Like,
oh really?
Yeah.
It's not at Targets. It's all sold out there. My Lego store's been sold out of it for a while and haven't restocked it. So
There's so many that'll catch you by surprise like that in this set, though. Like,
yeah,
yeah, there's lots of them. They're a blast. These things. There we go. But this one was like the one that was kind of my least favorite, just because of the straight wing and stuff like that. But it's grown on me quite quick here.
Oh, we should mention, I don't know if Birdski's still here, but Andrew is going to be streaming on Sunday night at, I believe it's 8 p.m. Eastern Time. He's going to be streaming with Matt Moonman Bricks, going to be building a little car there as well. So everybody, if you're not doing anything on Sunday night, feel free to tune in and watch Andrew's second live stream.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Absolutely. What did I do wrong here? Huh.
And Eric, are you streaming tomorrow night on TikTok?
If I do, it'd probably be afternoon. Kind of like
Delight? Afternoon Delight?
Absolutely. I don't know. I'm still a little bummed out with TikTok, so.
Oh, what they're allowing the stealing of videos?
Yeah, the guys put up probably like 4 or 5 more cents, and
Kidding.
like the first like 20 videos on the person's page are all mine. So it's been disappointing.
You comment on it, or what do you do?
I've been constantly reporting it. I have one now that they've taken 3 days to review. So hopefully that's a good sign that eventually they'll get the idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing if the guy's like sampling you or doing a remix of your stuff, but if he's just straight stealing it and he's posting it as his own, that's not okay. Like, It doesn't matter if TikTok is about, that kind of thing. It shouldn't be about straight theft, and that's what it is.
And it is. They're downloading them somehow and then putting them through some software to remove all the TikTok watermarks and stuff, and all like the comments and everything, and then just blatantly reposting them. And with nothing. And it's like handful of them are of me. It's like not just like you're seeing something and I'm not in it.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually me. And I've filed probably 12 complaints, and all of them except one right now have come back and they've deemed them that there's no violation. And the next recourse would be, to file like a intellectual property. However, my issue there is that they then could send the person my personal information.
Yeah.
I don't really want to award them with my personal information. So it's been a little disappointing, to say the least.
No kidding.
I got to get the keyboard over here.
We just need to bomb this guy, get on the site and go crazy on him.
I know, right? A lot of people have, and I think it just encouraged the person to do it more.
Yeah, could be right. People are idiots.
That I agree with.
And Tanner, did you want to show off your monstrosity?
Yeah, let me. Copper's back here, and he was having some issues with his chat. So he's asking if the Lego stores will sell the CMF sets, like the Muppet CMF sets. Copper, they will not. They are going to put those boxes of 6 back up, and you're guaranteed to get 6 different ones. But if you could buy 2 boxes of 6 and get the same 6 minifigures.
Yeah.
It's kind of a crapshoot there. What you can do is, I know there's lots of BrickLink sellers and eBay sellers they'll charge you maybe like $1 or $2 extra, but they will go through and sort for you, and then you can get them still at roughly $5 a pop, and they'll charge like maybe $1 on top of that or $2 on top of that. So you can get the 12 if you're not able to go into a store and feel them out.
Yeah.
Let me.
Yeah, because it's in the like, I'm gun shy after the last after the last ones there, because that was a gong show, right? I mean, I bought a case and I didn't even get a set out of it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's completely unacceptable. That's just
that blew me away.
Unreal.
Because the nice thing about when I do that, or when I did that, the other 2 sets I'd have them sold already.
Yeah.
So I could build up 3 sets, and then 3 people have their sets. Away we go.
Yep.
And it's not like I was making money on them. I was basically getting the price out of it, but 3 people would have their sets, and didn't have to feel up bags, didn't have to do any of that. And then, when I got through that thing, it was just like, I can't believe that this isn't butter.
Yeah. The worst is because, like you just said, you're not doing it to rake people over the coals for it.
Yeah.
You're doing it because you want a complete set.
Absolutely. And these other guys did too, right? Like Grandpa T was one of them.
Yep.
Grandpa T sold his place there. They're going to be looking for a new house here, so he's pretty excited.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yep. So I still got to get around to building the big big garage, or I want to do a car lot scene for all these things.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, if you just take that, you got your model in your Mercedes garage that you could just use, and just maybe supersize that and put a couple other models.
Well, I was going to take a pack system.
Okay.
Like one of the cabinets, and then in the center of it, I was going to build like an all-windowed like dealership, but it's going to be like a high-end dealership, right? It's going to have all these high-end cars around it. So have this nice right in the center of the pack system, have that, and then have the cars running up in the sides and people walking around all the cars, like have them out in the lot, palm trees and that sort of stuff, because that's definitely a Florida type car lot, it's definitely not a car lot from Edmonton.
Not with that attitude, it's not.
No, it'd be covered in snow.
Well, it sounds lovely.
PBJ said, I ordered a complete set of Muppets from eBay for $62 US. So yeah, there you go. I mean, that's basically a little more than what you pay retail.
Yeah.
Or maybe even about the same if you consider tax.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty good way to go about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just don't like filling up bags. I get it. I mean,
well, we don't have your skill. That's the problem.
The judge said I couldn't.
Right. I'm supposed to keep 200 feet away. Ever since I felt this one up, I have to stay 200 feet away.
Yeah, exactly.
This one.
Man. All right, I'm gonna pick up this heavy thing below my feet.
That's what she said.
Yep. Show this off before it gets too late. All right.
Look at this thing. Oh my gosh.
That's what I didn't do.
How's the house standing up since you took it away from supporting the floor?
Yeah.
All right. So
there's the box spread.
It's a chalkboard.
This is my Mosaic. Looks good, right?
Yeah.
This is what Tanner uses to teach the kids math.
It's going to be one of those where you stare at it real hard and see the picture in it. So
Yeah.
let's start now.
I have to close my eyes after.
You got to focus. You got to look through the Mosaic, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Nailed it. Okay.
And he blows his back out, turning it around.
Look at that thing.
That was ridiculous.
Unreal.
I think you spelled Tinks wrong.
I did. I did that on purpose, actually. It's supposed to say Twinkies. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
Man, now I want a Twinkie.
I thought Snickers, but
Oh,
that's just where my mind's at.
I am on a diet.
So I got to do the frame still. I ordered some pieces for the frame. I am going to build it out of Lego bricks, and then I'm going to put some texture in these shiny spots as well.
Yeah.
I still may do some lighting on it. I don't know yet. I gotta think on that, how I would do it, but I'm pretty pleased with it.
Yeah, it's amazing. That thing's unreal.
It's large. The kids are not going to fit in the car. They're going to have to ride on top. But
Well, it's unfortunate for them. I'm sure they'll be happy with it.
If you didn't want them to go, you could have just said so.
Eric's son, there's, start coming up with kind of, what can I blame on this? I don't want to go.
Anthony says he wants to make a Tremors mock. That would be awesome. I'd love that. I love that movie.
So what size does that end up being?
It is 100, and when I get the frame on it, and the frame will be 2x2 all around it, it'll be 84 by 156 studs. So it's roughly 2 feet by 4 feet. Right?
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah, thank you all. Appreciate that.
It is awesome. I can't wait to see the instructions you make for it.
Hello.
I will not be making it.
He said so calmly.
Todd says, if I'm not happy with it, I know he knows the one-legged guy in Arizona who will take it off your hands. You got it, Todd. You got it, buddy. Brick Jedi's here. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Oldendorf says, which BrickLink set to each of the panel do they like to get without the price an issue? So if price wasn't an issue, which one of the newest 9 sets would you get?
I kind of dig that train station.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's cool. It's neat looking.
How about you, Eric?
Yeah, the train station's really nice. I'd never fit it.
Yeah, it'd be just a want. Like it's not a great like throw it on your desk set for sure.
Yeah, I'd never be able to fit it in the city. Plus, it's not kind of if I get around to eventually doing a train, it's not really going to be the kind that I'm looking to do. But it is beautiful. It's really nice. I would get it if I could. I didn't want to get it until I watched a certain TV show and then had an idea to how to get a minifigure into the city, but not at $320. That's just not happening. So I would go then. I'd go the construction site because I'm never going to spend that kind of money. I would spend the money on the train station. I would never spend that money on the construction site. So I'd go that then.
Yeah, I think the observatory is the one that I like the best out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I still may get that one. I'm not sure. It's almost 4,000 parts, and you're spending $319. So I think the price is fine for the piece count. It's just it's spendy, right?
And I think it's over 7 inches tall.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
That's a fact.
How about everybody in the chat? Have you seen the sets? So there's 9 sets in the designer program. You got the 3 we talked about, or do we talk about 4? You got the train station, you got the construction site, you got the observatory, you've got the exploratorium, there's space troopers.
I would like that space troopers too.
Yeah. There is Brick West Studios.
Did not like that one at all.
I'm not a big fan of it either, and it's like one of the spendier ones too.
Yeah, well, I think it's a lot of pieces, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And then you've got I'm blanking. Oh, the Winter Chalet is another
Yeah.
one. Cosmo Candy's here. Hello, hello.
Hey, Cosmo.
Doug says, I think I'm going to pick up a Lego train for our autistic son. He loves Lego, and I think he would dig a train. That's awesome. They
Yep.
the newest cargo train, the pictures of it leaked today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, the last speed train they came out with was fantastic. Like, it was a great train.
Yep.
It runs great. It works great. Everything else, like it's all around a good thing to have.
And they've got a new one of those coming out too.
Yeah.
New.
I think that's one of those things you'll never see disappear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
hey, DCL, what are you up to?
Hey, DCL. Copper says there are 3 or 4 I'd love, but gosh, we're talking $1,000. Yeah, for sure. And then that's, do they even get crowdfunded because they're that high? I think
Right.
there's still a lot of people, myself included, that are still a little burned up by the seasons and time calendar not making it through to crowdfunding, right?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are going to order some of those big sets, and then they're going to be pissed off when they don't even make it through crowdfunding.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. That is a big bummer with that, right? Like, that Seasons in Time by Brent really should have went way faster than the Lego store. I still don't get it. How that just sold out and was the first one to sell out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't get it either. I mean, to each their own. It's a modular Lego store. A lot of people wanted that apparently, but I wasn't that wowed by it. I think you could easily make your own Lego store and make it just as good of a quality as that one, right?
Yeah. I think the townhouse and the bookshop is going to be the only one building that might be shorter than it.
Yeah, and the little modular pegs didn't
line up either.
They don't even line up. Yeah.
Right. Oh, because they're a stud in, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So even if they are in the right spot, they're offset by one stud onto the plate, so they would never connect unless you use like the super long blue Technic pin.
Right.
Maybe that's the plan for it.
Oldendorf is headed to bed. Good night, buddy. Thanks for
Oldendorf.
Have a good one. Dream of Tanner.
Wait.
He's like, I'm gonna definitely go to bed then.
Yeah, time to go to bed. Where's my necklace?
Anthony said, selling our house in Portland to move to the country, going to have a much bigger Lego space. Thinking about starting a city. Absolutely. You should.
Yep.
100%. And eat a lot of peaches. You're moving to the country.
Oh, yeah.
I think they say it about like 7 more times. So.
Yeah, just do it. Just eat a lot of peaches.
You got time.
Oh, God.
DCL says, not paying double again for bad mocks. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, to each their own.
Paying double for what?
He said paying double for bad mocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they certainly weren't all bad though, right, Tanner? Like the
no, see, their Pursuit Flight.
The one you got on day 1, right, was really good.
It was. I think
I
people like
someone
in the Forest too. I think a lot of people like that one.
Yep. I saw someone take that set, remove the planes, and I think they took like Superman and someone else and put them on there, so it looks like they're flying back and forth.
That's awesome.
I was like, that's perfect. Yeah, I'll be right back. Hold on a second.
Do. So yeah, lots of good stuff coming out, but I don't know. I mean, with all the stuff they're releasing here, and that designer program, like it's going to be another crap kicking.
It is. Yeah, you're going to have to be really selective, or you're going to spend a ton of money.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for me, it's the latter. It's the former rather. I'm going to be selective on what I get. Like, I saw a couple of the new sets at Kohl's today, and I didn't even pull the trigger because I'm like, I don't even know if I want these sets. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Like the Thor goat boat, like looks like a fun set. Love the figures, but do I really want that set that bad? I don't know.
Oh, you want the goats?
The goats were pretty good, and I think they actually are printed pieces on the faces
Yeah.
of the goats. They're not stickers.
So funny thing with that Australian Lego Masters.
Okay.
There's 2 episodes out, I think, right now. I've just watched the first one. Well, I haven't even finished it yet fully, but they go in the Lego room and all the guys everybody's walking around the Lego room, and they have this bucket. It's like this, and about this tall, full of sheep, and everybody goes there and they're like,
Right
look at
for
all
the
the
sheep.
sheep. Like, these are rare. And they're all just grabbing sheep. They don't need
the
sheep for what they're doing by far. They just like,
Doesn't matter.
yeah.
That's hilarious. I did see. I saw some pictures of one of the builds. Some guy made like a car that looks like a rubber chicken. I think I saw that.
That's in the second episode.
Oh,
so
okay.
the second episode is a kind of one of the destruction episodes.
Yep.
So they have to launch their car for their flaming.
Oh yeah. I saw Brickman made a post on that actually that showed how they test the challenges.
Yeah. Well, and they should I do that one outside? The first one was the first episode is actually really good. They do, it's called Draining the Ocean.
Okay.
So they have this big pool set up in there, and they make them all build something on a round plate using their imagination, of course. It has to go into this pool, and then they fill the pool. So not only does your build have to stay there, like it can't float away, so it has to be secured to this. They have this big ass pool, and they fill it, and then they re-drain it, and all your stuff has to be sitting there still.
Wow.
Oh, it's crazy, because you think about that, you got to really factor in the buoyancy of what you're building.
Yeah. Well, they had a similar one in season 2, right, where they submerged everything, but this sounds even more challenging.
It is way more challenging because it's a massive pool.
Yeah.
In the middle of a massive pool, Brickman had built this big shipwreck, right?
Nice.
And then all of their stuff went around the shipwreck, and there's some pretty creative stuff. There's a guy there that's pretty good with not characters, but like animal character sort of thing. The girl that I'm not super duper fond of so far, she did. She does characters, and she does really nice characters, but she was very, I don't know how to put it. Like, Brickman comes over to offer her advice, and she's like, "No, we don't need advice. We got this. We know exactly what we're doing. We don't need any help." And he's like, "Oh, really?" So, but it was pretty good episode so far. We'll see how it. My head can't get around this thing right now.
That said, finally got rid of my Motorola phone for a Samsung S22, digging it so far. And then DCL said, I switched mine for a Lego phone, but I haven't had any calls since. Copper said Lexi is the one you don't like.
Yep.
He wants her gone right away, too.
Yeah, that's the one. Very arrogant, I don't know.
Like more or less arrogant than Kale? Like, what's the scale of arrogance to Kale?
I think they should date.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Match made in heaven.
Match made in heaven.
Or hell, whichever one.
Yeah, I don't know. She just, and it could be the editing. There could be a lot of things to it, but she just rubbed me the wrong way, right? It wasn't like, I just didn't like her vibe. I didn't like. But yeah, if she was gone sooner than later, I would be totally K.
No, they didn't do an elimination challenge, right? The first one.
Copper says, wait till the second. No, the first one wasn't.
Okay.
They have a new brick, though. It's called the titanium brick of something or other.
Okay.
Copper says, wait till the second episode. You'll really want her gone. So this brick, the cool thing with this brick is that the brick can be won every episode. So if
nice.
you even if you have the brick and you don't use it there, it can get stolen from you the next episode. Someone else can win it off you.
Okay.
So you have to kind of really choose or just keep
You have to
winning.
be mindful. You can't just hold it the whole time like some of those guys.
Absolutely, yeah. You can't just because you mailed in this episode, or this this build, you can't. You can't.
So sorry if you mentioned it and I was away, so I didn't hear it. Where are you guys watching the Australian version, or how are you watching it?
So the first three, I haven't checked to see if I can get season 4 yet, but the first 3 seasons you can find on Tubi.tv, and I would assume season 4 you can as well, but I have not looked yet.
And I get my buddy loads it up on Plex for me.
You can also, if you get a VPN, you can just watch
say
it.
I'm in Australia.
Yeah, you just say you're in Australia. You can watch it through their Channel 9 app or whatever it is. But I think it's on. I think you can get it on Tubi. I know they had the Christmas special on Tubi when they did that.
Yeah. Or not to be.
That is the question. I thought Tanner was going to say it.
No.
I was letting you have it.
No, it looks like only the first 3 seasons are on Tubi. So yeah, I'll have to find a place. But when I find a place to watch it, I will. I'll let you know.
DCL is in Australia, of course. It's a bit of plane flying back and forth. Not wrong.
Oh boy.
Unless Copper can share how he's watching it. I'm not sure. That's the thing I do like about the Australian version is they do 2 episodes a week.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Same amount of episodes?
I think so. Yeah. But they do 2 a week.
Do they post them at the same time, or they'll post one like early in the week and then at the end of the week?
It's that. Yeah.
Okay. That's nice, actually. Now, I haven't watched the newest Moon Knight yet. I keep forgetting, what day is the new episodes put out there?
Wednesday.
Okay, so just like the other shows, right?
It's a mind effort.
It is. You got to really think about it.
Oh, well, that is definitely something I'm good at.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, it'll leave you scratching your head. I'll just say that.
I am enjoying it, though. I am enjoying the series so far.
I am too.
And I think Marvel still does a far better job than DC does with getting, someone like myself to kind of care more about other characters, in the Marvel universe versus DC does. I wasn't a comic book reader growing up, a little bit, but not a lot. So a lot of this stuff is, really foreign to me.
Yeah, I mean, same. I read comics, but it was mainly the X-Men comics in the 90s. That was it. I did not get into the other books. So yeah, it's all new to me. And a lot of the source material that they're going for is, I'll say it's newer. It's not from when we were kids. It's like Moon Knight was one in I want to say it was in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s.
So Copper says, you guys need to catch up. He's on episode 3. We need a Hamish. Yeah, Hamish makes that show for me. And I really enjoy Brickman because he comes over and he gives not only does he give advice, he'll build with them. They had some episodes where he's building with them and stuff like that. And I mean, I don't know. Anybody who's seen the stuff that guy can put together, it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, he's got some talent for sure.
Yeah, he has got some skills.
So speaking of the DC shows, I just got HBO Max. Has anybody watched the Peacemaker show, the John Cena show?
No.
I heard it's mindless humor, it's funny. Yeah. I haven't watched it yet, but
okay.
I think it's cool. Ferrari done.
Excellent. You
I
like
love
that?
Boom.
They should
Bam.
have given you a little Christian Bale minifigure though to go with it.
Yeah. I love it. It's actually quite neat. These front pieces that they do right here,
Mhm.
very neat how they do them.
Okay.
Like the headlight assembly,
that's
so
cool,
the headlight
yeah.
covers and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can pop it off here. There's one.
So the wheels that they use on all those new Speed Champions cars, I had not seen them until I built this Koenigsegg, and they actually have them in this Jurassic Park set too.
Yeah, so they have the rims and all that stuff you can put in.
Brake pads in them. Yeah.
So here's the piece. This is the piece that goes on the front of the headlight piece.
Mhm.
Clip
Wow.
on the bottom.
Okay.
Like it's quite the intense piece, and then they just have a bar going across on the
okay.
bottom. It just snaps in, and it's pretty slick.
Genius.
Well, and it finishes off. Like, I mean, that finish is, look at that.
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
It's very good. It's amazing how they come up with some of this, the geometries that they do.
Yep.
Doug, we talked a little bit about this earlier, saying anyone picking up the UCS Landspeeder. I know I am. I will pick it up. I'm not super excited about it, but I will buy it.
I will
Same
not.
with me, just because I need to get that gift with purchase. I have to have it in my life. I want it. I need it. I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
And you're all crazy for not wanting it. I don't know what is wrong with you people.
It's
like
does
the best anyone
gift
Lego
of
here
purchase
anymore?
pretty much ever. It is like, I don't know if you guys have seen some pictures of it. It is a nice gift with purchase. Like they created the kitchen scene very well. It's just not an exciting one. But it is
to me, that's
nice
like the
looking.
$70 gift with purchase, maybe $100, right? Like it's what really sets it apart from the Jane Goodall gift with purchase.
A monkey.
Yeah, I agree.
Just a monkey.
Hey, Brick Girl's here. Hello.
Hey, Brick Girl.
Hey, Brick Girl. Now let me, I'm going to stand far back because this is huge. That way you guys can read this. There we go. See, I got it all in one shot, right?
Does that say Saturday Night Live?
It says Twinkies. Oh, well.
That was worth it.
They'll be okay. They'll be all right.
What was that?
That was
Deadpool. He fell last night. He fell last night too. So, I learned my lesson.
I actually saw, when I saw you go back, I'm like, is that thing behind him moving? What the hell is it?
It broke pretty good this time.
It's definitely not moving anymore.
No, it's fine. It's all good.
Oh, good. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see. Everything is fine. Yada yada yada. I'm feeling verklempt. Let's talk amongst yourselves.
Well, DCL says he's got a good point. He says, Eric, you're more interested in Luke's Landspeedo.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Already got 3 of them.
And Anthony says getting it mainly for the C-3PO and the promos. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, Anthony. Todd says, is that a tear? Was that a tear you had?
There's no crying in Lego.
There's no crying in Lego.
No way.
Kylo Ren and a Sith Trooper. Thumb tab.
Really showed that one who's boss.
Own that box.
1, 2.
Own that box. I'm going to start with the Sith Trooper.
You started with bag 2? You rebel. Oh, look at that.
I know how to party.
Reminds me of the what movie was it from? I want to say Step Brothers, but I don't think it was. Yeah, it was. He's like, why are you watching the TV with the radio on or something? And he's like, because I like to party.
Makes sense to me.
Exactly.
Well, good thing I'll have a new art project after.
I think you get to do a redo.
It really was the point behind that.
Jeez Louises. Oh, Maura, you struck out. You didn't find any sets?
Mm.
They'll be at the Lego store.
Yeah, it's funny. We've got a few Kohl's nearby, but only one of them will actually put sets out early compared to the rest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Yeah, it's hit and miss here. Like, I was told at one point with the Mastermind stuff that Lego was trying to put a stop to that now that they were going to get the sets to them and they were going to release on the same days, but they weren't going to allow them to put out earlier now that everything was kind of opening back up. So, and I haven't really been paying too much attention to see if that's factual, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Or it says, I really need to record what Molly is saying while playing Skywalker Saga. It's high quality. I got to get back into. I haven't played that very much.
Yeah, I think I've only done maybe 2 levels of it.
Yeah.
I'm still busy.
True story.
It's good though. I love the 2 levels I did. But
Yeah.
I'm still
What'd you
trying to
start?
get. We started with episode 4.
Okay.
So Nathan started actually, and he said he figured you might as well do it the way they released the movies.
Yeah.
Can't fight that language or logic. I raised him right.
That's right.
Can't play that language.
Logic. Whatever.
It's Milwaukee.
Yes, it is.
Glad to help.
Be here all week. Try the VO.
Be all here all week building art mosaics.
Over
Again.
Over again and again and again. For nothing. And I don't think I have enough yellow. So now I'm a little scared.
Uh-oh. Perhaps you can find some on the floor.
I know I have extra ones. I just couldn't. I don't know where they are. That's a bit of a bummer.
I know where they are.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah.
Do tell.
Bend over.
Bend over and I'll
show
you.
I did not know that's where you were going with that.
That's what she said.
Oh, Lord.
Yep.
Hey, so how's your team's average score going so far?
Team's average score.
For
Hockey
Trivia.
or his trivia?
Oh yeah. We didn't go that well. See, I couldn't go this week. My Aunt Natalie had her first softball game on Tuesday, so I couldn't go, and so the neighbors went without me, and one of our other neighbors, he was on a trip in Milwaukee. Actually, he's in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, but he so they went solo, and they did not. Let's just say they did not get a score that changed our average score. So
I figured you guys weren't playing again.
Well, we shouldn't. I mean, you shouldn't mess with perfection.
Right.
Yeah.
We're doing a trivia night. Like, this isn't one of the league ones that we go to on Tuesdays, but it's actually like a sanctioned event that has 50 teams or whatever that sign up for it and get a table of 8 and do that. So we're doing that tomorrow night.
Nice.
Copper says, have you tried the yellow logo bin? What's that?
No, I think I know the problem.
Oh,
I'm supposed to use I think, or no, maybe
The
no,
different
maybe
yellow,
that's not it. I thought maybe I grabbed the wrong yellow.
the bright orange ones or whatever.
I don't know. It says it's supposed to be, if I click back into it, it's supposed to be the bright light yellow.
That's
But I think this is right.
bright light yellow is the lame yellow, right? I think.
I think it's the lighter one, right?
Yeah, should be.
So it's this lighter one, right? This one
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Not the darker one, right?
No, that should just be yellow.
So I knocked over Deadpool for nothing, for the wrong color font, too.
Yeah.
it wasn't for nothing. I mean, there was some entertainment value to it.
And now I've got to remove all this yellow.
How was your week, buddy?
Let's just say when it rains, it pours. Alrighty. Well, that was a fun experiment. I have to say I like this yellow better than the other one, though. I have a lot more of this color, that's for sure.
Check
No
it
wonder
once,
why.
build it twice, right? Check it once, build it twice.
That's right. What other set can I knock over when I reveal this other one? That's what I'm going to do. Each panel, I'm going to knock over something else.
Solid plan.
It's I know how to party too.
Oh, goodness.
Comedy. I am 2 for 2.
This set's pretty cool, guys. There's little snippets from the movies that show it. So like this one, you build the little glasses of water up on the dash.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
And so then they get a little picture and they're like, did you feel that? And you see the little glasses of water.
Yep.
With the grammars from it. Pretty nice.
I was looking at the pictures again yesterday on that set. It was actually available for a couple days at my store. It didn't sell out the first day.
Mine too, yeah. Mine too. It sold out online right away, though.
Yeah, so I was shocked that it didn't sell out at the store. But I think when it's weekday releases, that stuff happens a little bit more often.
Yeah.
Compared to a weekend release. But anyway, I was a little disappointed with how clean those cars are.
You mean not covered in mud stains?
Yeah, I figured like they could go and add a couple, reddish brown parts to make it look dirty. Like especially the one that's upside down. It's like perfectly, it's pristine.
Sorry, they blew their mud budget on the minifigures.
Mud budget. That reminds me of a Dave Chappelle.
DCL says that he does art sets color by color, not plate by plate.
That's right.
I did a couple of them like that.
Interesting.
To try it.
No, what I like to do is I like to build twice.
Drop it on the ground.
I think it builds character.
Yeah.
Yeah, build something twice.
Not a Lego set, that's for sure.
Latest quote from Molly. I'm doing it. Yeah, come on, Grievous. I'll cut your head off.
Well,
she's 4, right?
That's right. Well, she is going to run for politics someday.
Remind me not to mess with Molly.
That's right.
I was worried about Jen's throat punch. I'm more worried about Molly now.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially when they introduce you as General Grievous.
Right? Copper said
would,
just use the rust stickers from the Ecto 1 for the Jeeps. There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, so I was a little disappointed. I was like, wow, the one that's upside down, they could have at least 30 that one up.
Yeah.
Not even 2 months to go. Well, you won't have a handful there.
Not at all.
How many total pieces end up in that set, Tanner?
I think it's 1,700 or so. 1,200. Sorry, 1212.
So good size.
Yeah, that's good.
Looks really nice. When did you build the T-Rex yet, or is that
No.
later in the build?
I think
At the
it's
end.
later in the build. That's the thing I don't like about this ad. I think the T-Rex looks dumb.
Yeah.
It's not really fair. I mean, I'm judging it compared to the big, amazing T-Rex in the gate set.
Yep.
And obviously, they couldn't do that. But
Do we know the size difference between those two T-Rexes? They should be close, right?
yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't feel like this one's as nearly as big.
Okay. But the nice thing is you'll be able to switch those out. You'll have, because you have the other one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you'll have the gate with the trucks and everything. It's gonna look really nice.
Yeah. Copper said the Jeep is the first 3 bags, T-Rex next 3 bags.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you build the cars first, or the Explorers, or the Ford Explorers. They got the Ford logo on them and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, Ford Explorer. Says it right here on the back.
Gosh, I really hope I use this as the right yellow. I'm getting nervous. What is this other yellow?
DCL says
DCL said-
18 plus means you have to pay at least 18% more.
He's not wrong.
Not wrong.
So those are just okay. Yeah. All right. Son of a gun. Gosh, whoever designed this is an idiot. He needs to learn his colors. I hope he doesn't design anything else in life.
Ever.
It would be terrible if he did stuff like this for a living. Oh my gosh. Idiot.
Bad boy's almost built.
All right, there you go. First Explorer.
There it is. That's cool.
And that's 6 studs wide?
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 studs. It's nice.
It is really nice. And then are they plated or not plated? Sorry. Are they stickers or are they actually printed parts?
No, they're stickers.
All right.
The
So
wheel pieces are all printed.
okay.
Those styles are, but these are stickers.
I just had a little panic attack with this guy here. Thought I did something wrong, but I did not.
Did you use the wrong red?
Yeah. No, I thought because I have some tiles left over, and I'm like, huh, super odd that I'd have all these tiles left over, but they actually use it on the base for around his feet and stuff.
I got those brickheads when we were coming back from vacation. We stopped at the mall to eat and went to the Lego store, and they were on clearance
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah, I think I bought them on clearance too. They were cheap, cheap, cheap.
Copper said the car is 6 wide and it's 7 inches long. For
Well, then I have to have it. As in, like, never mind.
Oh, we got it.
We got what you're saying.
Brick Girl said, I think I finalized my second Mosaic and order parts tonight. That is exciting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Exciting.
We said it before. I think designing them are far more enjoyable than building them, and I really feel that way now. Couldn't stress that enough.
Yeah. Pay an invoice on a BrickLink order I made.
What's that?
I made a couple of BrickLink orders before the stream, and one of them wasn't automatic shipping, so the guy finally sent me an invoice.
Oh,
Nice, nice.
Let's see what the shipping is going to be on this one.
In the States?
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be terrible, hopefully.
so that guy that you ordered all those parts and pieces from, he's a fairly big store?
You talking about for the Mosaic?
Yeah.
I got it from 2 different sellers in Germany, and yeah.
The other guy that you said
Brick Vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called the Brick Vibe. It's Wisconsin, and yeah, it's a big store.
It is really good. I've purchased from them a few times. I've had one where I needed the parts, and I think they say in their terms like, "Hey, if you need quicker shipping, just reach out."
Yeah.
So once I did, and they were amazing. Like communication, shipping.
Yeah, they're perfect.
Really, really good.
Usually like 3 days shipping for me, something like that. It's great. This is my 8th order from them, and I got 224 minifigure Wolverine claws, the Series 12 Prospector minifigure, and the Goonies Dimensions pack.
How do you think you come across and you end up having that many claws? Right? Like how I would love to know how they ended up.
He probably got him in a bin in a like I've seen some very random stuff at the Lego store. They might have come in stock and he just bought a couple of them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Speaking of pick-a-brick walls, someone that I follow who's in New Jersey went to their store and they had profile bricks, the masonry ones, in light bluish gray.
Oh, wow. So my store got a half a box of tan 1x4 masonry bricks.
Nice.
And they were gone in like 2 hours, if that.
Yeah.
Like one guy cleaned them out.
That's the tough thing about those ones.
It really is. Yeah.
Well, apparently one of the Edmonton stores got a case of those, but they didn't even make it out onto the shelf.
I believe that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I was worried that I didn't set these up as new pieces, and some of them are used. I hope they're not in bad shape. They're black at least, so
yeah.
Hopefully it won't be too bad. But like all the I did 2x8 bricks, 58 of them. They're all used.
Brick Vibe sounds like an 18+ set as well.
Yeah.
Elizabeth says I would have bought a ticket to watch that.
He pleases me every time he sends me a shipment. So he or she.
I know he left me smiling and satisfied.
Yeah. Dang. I keep forgetting to do that. Like I don't always order brand new parts, but for these mosaics, I've been trying to just because I don't want them scratched up. And...
Yeah.
Yep. No, same here. I primarily go used to save on that, but yeah, certain areas you just have to like for the roads, for the brick built roads, when it came to like the white plates for striping and that I had to make sure that I put new for those.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man. All right. Trying to decide if I can crack another bag or not.
I'm almost done. We got about 15 more minutes here, so it's up to you.
I'm not gonna crack another bag now.
Oh, I might get 2 panels done in that time. Holy cow.
I wonder how much more stuff you can knock down in that time.
Wow, look at me go.
Yeah, Copper said Eric buys new, then drops them on the floor to give him that used scratch luck.
I just like things to be unique.
Wendy's here. Wendy says, hope you're having a good build night. She said, winter revisited again this morning.
Ugh.
It's a shame.
That's not good.
So we haven't talked hockey, gentlemen. There's 5 games left, I think, 4 or 5 games left, and
Yeah.
all of our teams are playoff bound.
We haven't clinched yet.
Yeah, but you will.
Yeah,
we have.
It's almost written, but it's just like you'd like them to get it done. And they're playing Colorado tonight, and they're losing 1-0 right now. So,
Vegas is just dropped off the map. So
Vegas, Colorado lost to the Kraken the other night.
Yeah. Well, Colorado's in. They don't care. They've already clinched.
They clinched a long time ago.
Playoffs. And
the bigger the bigger talk in Canada, because it's always Toronto so important, is that they got spanked last night, like 8-1 or something ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, everybody here is talking. Colorado's matchup is Nashville, and that's a bad matchup for them. Nashville could beat them in the first round.
Well, they can, and then you guys need to beat Nashville.
Well, we play Minnesota in the first round. That's a done deal. It's just they're just playing for home ice right now, but it's a done deal. St. Louis, Minnesota. Colorado play Nashville. You guys will play who?
We're probably going to play Vegas.
I don't think Vegas is going to even make the playoffs, man.
It's if they can, if the cards go, I think we'd be looking at Vegas.
But. Yeah, and then Calgary's going to play who? Who's the last seed in the West?
Where the Kings fall in there?
Kings fall in there somewhere.
Okay.
Right.
I think you're going to play the Kings. I think Calgary's going to play Vegas.
Yeah, that was the other one. Yeah, there's a possibility of the Kings, which I'm okay with. There's a good chance that there could be a Calgary Edmonton.
Ooh,
that would
in
be
the first round.
What's that?
In the first round?
No, it'd be
okay.
Second round, I think, or whatever. Yeah. But holy hell, that would be.
They reseed after every round, though, right? I think they. So, even though the West will play the West in the first round, I think the second round you could play other teams. I could be wrong. And Eric, who's your first round matchup?
So they're tied right now with Carolina for first in the Metro.
Right.
Rangers have one more win than the Canes, but they're tied in points, and the Canes have the tiebreaker. So right now,
the Canes have a game in hand too, right? I thought.
No, I think they might be. They might be even right now. I don't remember.
Okay.
But as of right now, it would be the Penguins. If they took first, it would either be potentially like the Bruins. It could be it could be Tampa Bay. So you kind of want them to stick in second, stay in second place and play the Penguins. I mean,
you got to beat everybody, so
absolutely, you got to play them at some point. So I feel like we're playing with house money because we're maybe a few years ahead of where people thought we'd be, or a couple of years ahead. So everything's kind of gravy right now. Well, 51 wins is unreal for this team.
You do have I can't even remember his name. Who did we trade you for Buchnevich?
Sammy Blais, who is still out.
Who's still
out
for the rest of the year, right?
Yeah, he is out till next season. And then
that's the talk out of Toronto too. Is Matthews was out the other night. His wrist is hurt again.
Good.
Yep. He's missed 2 games, I think, now.
Yep.
Yeah, Rangers had a natural hat trick from Andrew Kopp, who they got at the deadline from Winnipeg.
Yep.
And then he left the game early with a lower body problem. So
peed himself.
He was so excited. He couldn't believe it. Mom, look what I've done.
Can't believe it's not butter.
DCL says I bought used bricks by accident once. They all looked like new, so I decided to buy used the next time, and they were all a bit dirty. Yeah, all bit and dirty. Yeah. Sometimes you get burned by those. I did order some from one of the German sellers. Sent me some used ones, and they weren't too terrible. Like they were okay. Wendy said Metro, Canes, and Rangers have the same games played. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember if they had a game in hand or not. No, you know who has a game in hand is Florida. I looked. Florida has scored. They're averaging like 5+ goals a game.
Yeah.
They have played either one or two fewer games than everybody else, and they're at like 320 goals. It's ridiculous. Like it's insane how many goals they've scored.
And I think they play well defensively too, which makes them even more dangerous.
Yeah, they do. They have like their differentials over 100. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Because a lot of those offensive teams, right? You get into the playoffs, it becomes a different brand of hockey.
Yeah.
You're fighting for more space on the ice now compared to before. And some of those teams just can't get, too far. So we'll see.
Todd asked who the Coyotes are playing.
There's a bunch of golf courses in Arizona, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So probably any one of those.
Yeah, that's rough. So I would just ask you, if you guys play Calgary, can you make sure you can beat them? Just make sure Matthew Tkachuk stays healthy, because when the Blues sign him next year, I want him to be healthy.
No, he'll be healthy. We'll mail him to him in a bag.
No.
Matthew Tkachuk too.
Come on. I'm sure he's one of those guys. There's a lot of guys on the Blues like that. You probably hate the guys playing against them just because they're jerks. But if they were on your team, you'd love them.
I know he's one of the guys I think I would actually hate.
Really?
Yeah, he's a bit of a team cancer.
Wow.
Like they had big problems with him last year. He was losing his marbles. Like he lost the respect of his own teammates in the room, sort of thing.
Hmm.
The one that makes me giggle though is Kane. So
Evander or Patrick?
Evander. So he's on the Oilers. He's doing very well. He's playing well. You know that Kerfluffle goes down in the game the other night where the guy gives him the finger.
Yeah.
And the guy gets fined, and then Kane's girlfriend pipes in like she's a piece of work. She pipes in to say, "Oh, I'll help pay for the fine and blah blah blah." It's like, you know what? So I'm sitting there, and this guy's like, "Yeah, it's only a matter of time before he wrecks the room." I'm like, I don't know if you're watching what the guy's doing, and I said, I don't know if you follow anything at all, but honestly, yes, the dude's had some problems. I mean, so have a lot of people that get millions of dollars at a young age.
Yep.
I said it's kind of a common thing. I said, but the funny thing to me is, guess who has custody of their child?
Patrick.
No, Evander has custody of his kid, right? So how shitty of a parent do you have to be as a mother to lose the custody of your child?
Right.
So what kind of train wreck is this chick, right? But no, she's the good person. So I don't know. Like, I watched it. We've seen it here with Mike Comrie. Same thing, right? We have this big chain here called the Brick, and Mike Comrie's dad owned the Brick, and he was kind of an arrogant goof. And when he played here, he was a goof, and he had this like nobody can touch me attitude sort of thing. But he went out and after playing in the NHL for a while, realized that either I smarten up or I have to get out. And when that happened, he became he grew up and became a better person and focused on hockey, and he was a better person. I think Kane's at that point too, where he's realizing I can't be a goof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Plus, if there's not a lot of good people around you, right? If you're sticking around with some bad influences who just, eventually
100.
really don't care about you. They just care who you are.
Yeah. Wendy, you're breaking my heart.
What'd you say?
Wild's winning 6-2 against Sarah's Crackheads.
Oh,
That's all right. I mean, the Blues. I like the Blues' chances playing that on the road just as much as on home. They've been a good road team this year too.
Mhm.
So. And
Yeah,
Minnesota. They beat them 3 games to none.
yeah.
3 times they played them.
It probably only really matters, right, in a game 7, right? You'd rather play that at home than on the road, but you're going to have to win games on the road regardless.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So, you wouldn't be where the Blues are, if they couldn't win on the road anyway. So,
yeah. The Oilers have been pretty good ever since they had that. Did you guys see that thing with Ben, little cancer guy?
Mhm.
So they brought him on the ice there. They brought him out as the NMAX energy skater one night, and the city fell in love with this little guy, and he's been in the building. Like, they've won the last, was it 7 or 8 at home?
I love it when teams do that, when they have that rally thing.
Yeah.
So the Blues Stanley Cup year, they had the same thing. They had a little girl, that year.
Yeah, she's awesome. She was a good. I followed that pretty close actually.
Yeah.
So, like it's good to see. And then Connor McDavid, and like they're hanging out with this kid during the day and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's neat to see them, and definitely these guys don't have to do that stuff, right? But
no. I think that would be like the coolest thing about being a pro athlete, right? Like
100%.
that's the stuff I think about.
Yeah.
Is those moments and those things that you can do with that kind of a platform.
Yep. Absolutely.
The Rangers have and I'm sure like all other teams have a great organization that does stuff like that. And theirs is the Garden of Dreams, which is great too, because not only does it include the Rangers, but it does the Knicks and anything affiliated with Madison Square Garden networks.
Yeah.
And they put on telethons, I think, twice a year during the season. Really, really great stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, Burkrell says that stuff that costs you nothing but has the highest value. Absolutely. Yeah, and it means the world to those kids too. Absolutely means the world to them.
All right, what do we knock down next? Not knocking the HQ down.
That Rangers Cup, I think.
I'm sure it will be. I'm surprised it hasn't already. Let me back up so we can all see this. I got to back up more.
You got to tilt it.
Stinks?
Tilt it a little bit.
Shot. I don't like the yellow. I want to go back to the one where I don't have enough.
You misspelled Twinkies too.
I did. Well,
you did it in the right color though, at least.
I did in the right color. I hate you.
I hate you a lot.
I think so. I hope I did it in the right color. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, you'll find out later.
I'll find out later.
DCL says, "Does it say Snickers?" Like you need a Snickers there.
I'm upping.
You got yourself when you're hungry.
Who would our celebrity counterpart be in one of those commercials?
Oh, that's
like you're just not yourself. Like
yeah.
who would it be? Who would you want to be you? Actually, I guess.
Swedish Chef.
Well, if we're going with fantastic impressions, I would want Mr. Smee to be me then, I guess.
Copper said, I know a boat you could use for parts, Eric.
I think I just read the box wrong. I think the great part is in parentheses or in quotes, I mean. So
It's sarcasm. You're a great fishing boat.
So maybe I'm just knocking it for all the wrong reasons.
I think
check
mine
that out.
would be, God rest his soul, probably Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh
Mhm.
Yeah,
That would be a good one.
he'd have to be mine. Holy crap! I said 2 hours, and we're like 1:59:30.
yeah. Right on the button.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
I don't think you're gonna
All
finish
right.
that third panel here.
I'm hurrying.
I mean, you're not gonna finish it twice anyway.
Yeah.
For me, 6 times it's a charm.
Not 7.
No, I
Whoa.
couldn't remember which one he said.
Well, thanks for being here tonight, guys. It was awesome as always.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll figure out what's good. We'll get something going next week, hopefully, and we'll be back. We'll have a special guest. This was episode 40, by the way.
40.
Wow.
40.
Crazy.
Yep.
We've done almost a year worth of Building with Buds episodes. Isn't that
Yeah.
nuts?
Yeah.
That
It's
is
pretty
crazy.
good. Been a lot of fun. Next one, we'll have to get Eric in his Speedo
Yeah.
I'm going to build the Deadpool art next one.
again. All right. Well, I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend and stay
Absolutely.
safe. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Take care, everybody.
Good night.